Hello, so today's video is going to be not a computer or an LCD. This is my razor. I've had it since 2009 and the battery barely works anymore, and one of the head bearings is a bit wonky. So I looked into replacement batteries. They're apparently AA sized. It's about $10, $12 shipped. But then new bearings, you know, who knows how much that's going to be. And compared to the new razors that you can get, very few of them have this on there, little sideburn trimmer. So I figure I will refurbish this. So I hopped onto my favorite website, AliExpress, and purchased a replacement mechanism for it. So let's see what I've got. Hopefully it's the right one. Cutting it away from the body. Okay, this appears to be the insides of this razor. It's got this little mechanism up here which makes it go back and forth. So let's open up mine and stick this one in and see how it goes. This one appears to actually be used, which is a little bit interesting. So yeah, it could go either way. So I haven't actually looked for instructions online. There's 4 screws on the outside and it's a piece of consumer electronics, so I figure how hard can it be, right? I think I might actually choose the next size down. Old trusty T8. Let's see. Yeah, that fits a lot better. I cleaned this razor before doing this, but you know, apologies if you're grossed out at the sight of beard trimmings. Oh boy. That's pretty grody inside there. I'm just going to clean this off camera. Okay, is that cleaned? And we will see how I go for the optimal place to clean that. So let's take off the back. So this was purchased in Australia, so it is Philips branded, listed as made in Holland by my mates in Eindhoven, I imagine. In the US, Philips is known as Philips Norelco. Apparently there was a merger and acquisition. So when looking for parts online, sometimes you find them as Philips and sometimes you find them as Norelco and sometimes you find them as hybrid branded ones. Norelco apparently had a pretty good name in razors for a while. Okay, is that off? So this one's got an 06 manufacture date, which I think it jives with when I remember buying that. So, a while ago now. How are we getting this out of here? Those screws are both in place. If all else fails, bring in the spudger. Okay, that comes off the side there. Comes off the side there. Okay, and then we've just got some little clips holding it in place, so it should just be a matter of persuading it out of place. Alright, so that's, yeah, kind of gross. I will put that to one side in case my new one doesn't work, and I'll just give this one a bit of a clean out off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, good enough. Let's put in the new guts. So it looks like what they do is they make an internal assembly that's probably shared between a few models, and then they make an external set of parts that they brand for each of their models. Okay, that goes on there, goes on there. Yep. That goes. Does it turn on? It does. Interesting. All right, let's put the screws back in, put the head on it, and see how it goes. Are all the screws the same size? Let's hope so. Yes, it does appear they are. That's good. Well done, Philips. Would expect nothing less from my friends in Eindhoven. I say my friends in Eindhoven. I've actually been there. Went to the Netherlands back in 2017 and went down to Eindhoven to catch up with some friends who worked for ASML, which is the most important company that nobody's ever heard of. They develop and make the machines that make computer chips. So most of the world's computer chips are made on machines that are developed and in many cases actually made in Eindhoven. And ASML was an offshoot of Philips originally. I don't think they have much of a stake anymore, but they stayed in Eindhoven. So if you're in Eindhoven, you can visit the Philips Museum or the DAP Trucks Museum, or where did I take these out? Through the top. Okay, I've got to put this back on. Or if you've got friends who work there, you can go visit ASML, which is pretty funky as well, but I don't think they offer general tours. So you'll just have to be happy with using the fruits of their labour. And it's an interesting one because they're a sole sourcing kind of company, right? It's not like they've got much competition. Nikon, I believe, is the other manufacturer of photolithography systems for computer chips, but they don't do things that are anywhere near as good as ASML's in terms of size, etc. And of course, because Intel and AMD are their big customers, they're also their big shareholders. So it kind of works as a bit of a cooperative between them, which is interesting. And all of the other major fabs like TSMC have got shareholdings in them too. So yeah, interesting little cooperative. They don't make razors, unlike Philips. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's stick that on. It doesn't wiggle like crazy anymore, so that's good. And it starts up nicely and runs fairly well, so that's what I was after in my refurbishment. We can probably open this one up now and have a look at what's actually inside there. Should be a charge controller, AA-sized NiCad battery, a couple of little motors. Maybe there's only one motor and there's a planetary gear or something to run the 3 heads, or I guess the 4 heads. No, it's probably running 3 heads and then the other one's a offshoot from the side. So, despite being 45, this is only the second electric razor that I owned. The first one was also a Philips, and it lasted me a good long period of time, until 2006, when I guess I was 26, 27, something like that. And yeah, this one's done good service too, so hopefully this will keep going for a while. I expect that if it, I expect that in 15 years' time I probably won't be able to buy another one of these, but I should be able to get a new NiCad battery for it, maybe. All right, how do we get into this? Let's try a spudger. Looks like it's, I don't know, IP43 or something. So it's not, it does have a gasket on there, but it's not 100% sealed. Got some conformal coating on the inside there. So, yeah, as I guessed, the switch to turn it on, something presumably for charge controlling. And then on the back, you've got the battery, which is a AA-sized US14500V, which I believe is the size. When I was looking at a replacement battery, that's the size I was looking for. But again, the price of that versus the whole internal assembly just didn't make sense. So we have one motor on here, which presumably goes into a gearbox. They've even helpfully marked which one's the plus side on there. So this means this little bit can go into e-waste and I can keep using my razor, which will hopefully keep going for quite some time. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, but, I know I'm not that interesting. Have a great day.